I'm joined by Logan, and there's a fantastic bolt action display on here. Now, you often find fantastic displays of all sorts of games at conventions like this, but this is a very special one. So Logan, do you want to tell us a bit about what's going on and what's all behind it?
So eventually when this board's all done, there'll be 4 of them. We have a third one over there, and we want to make it where you could do, we all know Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
Easy companies, their whole D-Day drop. Play the whole, if you're watching the show, the second and third episodes out. So we have over there Spancourt Manor. The reason of it is Duncan, the guy who came up with this idea. He, ended up waiting on a kidney, being stuck in lockdown by himself, and got back into his youth. Got back into the passion of youth, but then was also remembering, as we all have, going to the museums, seeing the displays, and you can't play with them.
Yeah.
And what better way to play with history and remember history than if you're interacting with it? So the idea is to have a table you can play on, but it is that standard, it's that beauty of the dioramas. It's 4 kidneys. Kidney failure. Duncan's not here because he's had his transplant. We all started out helping support him, and then he's come around to help support us all. Because my son's now stage 5, 2%. So we're all working on this the best we can to raise whatever money, because it's a hidden illness.
Yeah.
I can't tell you all of Duncan's story, but I know, like with my story, my son, December we thought was fine. January we were at 20%. Now we're at 2% where we're on dialysis 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hidden, and it can hit rapid and it can hit quick.
Yeah.
And there's help out there, and that's what we're doing with National Kidney Federation. We want people to know where the help is and be able to get that help.
Yeah, like you say, it's one of those illnesses, diseases that doesn't get as much coverage as a lot of other things do. So it's great that you're here at an event like this where there's so many people coming through. You can share your story, and then presumably people can also donate as well.
Yeah, so we have our donations here, which the NKF boxes, and then also Duncan has let me help out with my son. We're doing what's called Bear's Army, because my son goes by Bear, where if we can get any models, paints, games, I take him to the children's wards that we go to, which is Birmingham and Liverpool, for my son, so we can get the kids painting miniatures. So I can get up there once a month away from my son to get the kids to play a game. Say, you have a month to paint this. It gives them something then to focus on, because they're sitting on those machines for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours at a time. Yeah. And it's ridiculous.
So if people have picked up things, or if people are buying stuff in and around the Expo and they maybe want to buy something extra, can they drop it off with you here at the stand?
Oh, yeah. And please come and donate for the actual NKF also. We have a raffle going on. We do have, right now, we have a Band of Brothers starter set, but we also have a really awesome thing that's been donated to us by the kind people here. We have an actual jacket from the cast and crew from Band of Brothers that we're doing £5 ticket raffle for Sunday at 1 o'clock. We'll be pulling that. So if you want to support NKF and you don't want to just give money, come and try to win this really awesome jacket. Yeah,
I think an awful lot of people would be on for that. Even, the cause behind it is massive. If I can just bring Andy in here. So are you responsible for part and parcel of this? I know some of the kit behind us is yours.
The stuff that's actually on the table at the minute is a couple of gentlemen who are actually paying us a visit, with the opportunity of actually playing on the board. Earlier on in the day, yes, I did have a whole variety of my bits, basically just as set dressing for more than anything, and that's really why kind of Duncan brought me along, seeing some of the stuff that I'd actually been putting up on Facebook predominantly. And I've got this project where I've done effectively an entire company of infantry, with various battalion and divisional attachments, and it's kind of growing and growing and growing.
That is the problem with bolt action, though. Whenever you start playing and they go, it's a reinforced platoon, you can get away with 20 figures and a vehicle, and then you go, yeah, but I want options.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And everything I've actually built, predominantly I am actually playing bolt action, but I want to have the opportunity of trying some of the other game systems. So I've built everything with that in mind. I've not restricted myself to 3 crew on a gun, for example. It's the historical level of crew.
Which is ideal then, because whenever you're playing historics, you can pick up and change what the game is just by changing the rule set. I have to say, the layout here is phenomenal. It's been a joy to actually see all of this, even if it's sort of come around through somewhat tragic circumstances, but it just shows that people have that hope behind it as well, that they can push on with.
Absolutely, and the opportunities that potentially that this will bring. I mean, I know some of the things that Duncan is is planning for. Had it not been for his operation, this would have been going over to Carentan next week for a French event. So that's one that's been spoken about for maybe next year, the year after, as an opportunity, which would be absolutely brilliant.
Well, I'm sure everybody watching this would wish Duncan the best. Hopefully he gets a speedy recovery. Listen, folks, if you're at the UKGE and you can stop by, your stand is 2774. If you can't find the stand, go to our studio, which you can see from space pretty much, and just turn to the left. That's as easy as it is. I can't make it any easier for you, folks. Listen, if you get the opportunity to donate, please do. If you want to throw some games, toys, miniatures, whatever it is, towards the guys, so that the kids and the like who are having to go through this can actually have a bit of respite when they're going through their treatments, then that would also be fantastic. We're going to move on. Bye-bye.